Yeah, here we are, boys, back with episode 89. With episode 89 it comes shortly, boy. Here we are, guys, back with episode 89 it comes shortly, boy. So before we get into it, guys, I gotta reiterate this every stream. I have to reiterate this every stream. Every time I do any of these, I have to reiterate this, guys. If at any point in the stream you'll hear me stuttering or tripping over my words, I've got a speech impediment. That's why I stutter, that's why I trip over my words. Anyways, guys, let's get the promotional stuff out of the way, and then we can get into it. So, I'm sorry, y'all didn't get the boxing stream. Y'all did not get the boxing stream, but maybe y'all will eventually. I'm sorry. Two, or the next thing, is that I'm still working on the White Knight on August 8, on the Dragon King trilogy, and the broader world of Avaloria itself. And I'm still working on Gunblade. I'm still working on the Samurai and Gunslinger. So yeah, and with all that being said, guys, and now that we got all the promotional stuff out of the way, we can get into it. Also, guys, I did release the two songs as promised. As promised, I gave y'all two songs yesterday on December 1st. Okay, because I also promised y'all two songs on December 1st, and they are officially out on the channel if you want to go check them out. They are out on the channel. I've got everything organized into a playlist now. For any of you who want to watch any of my content. I've got everything organized now in the proper playlist. And I've got everything, yeah, I've got everything organized into a proper playlist on the channel now. And if y'all want to know what the channel is about, guys, then just read the channel a description. Yes, it is long. Yes, it is wordy. It basically describes everything I talk about, though, everything I'm interested in. I talk about a lot of stuff, guys. I talk about anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, psychology, etc., etc. I talk about all that stuff. Guys. I talk about all that stuff. So, yeah, guys, we can get into it now. So, yeah, I talk about a lot of stuff on the channel. I did finally see Inside Out 2, which the second film is phenomenal. Inside Out 2 is a good film. It is a very, very good film. And guys, if y'all know. I've talked about movies and TV shows on the channel here before. I've tried and failed miserably multiple times to talk about Wall-E. Wall-E is a very good film. It's a very deep film with a lot of good themes and a lot of good lessons in it. Wall-E has three themes in it, at least three themes that I can notice or recognize. Wall-E is a great movie, you see? Wall-E is a great movie. Anyways, it's got three themes, guys. The obvious environmental message, aka take care of the planet, two, the rise and overuse of technology, and three, the actual need for human connection. And what do I mean by human connection? I mean face-to-face interaction. Like, if you were in this room right now, we could talk and all that. That's what I mean by human connection. I've also tried to talk about Inside Out as well. Inside Out is a phenomenal film. I just got done binge watching both of them. Because, okay, a few hours ago, like 1 or 2 hours ago at this point, I watched Inside Out and Inside Out 2 back to back. Both films are phenomenal. I just saw the second one a few hours ago, and I was blown away. It is such a fascinating film from a psychological point of view. Inside Out is a fascinating study on, like, it's very very it's very very interesting in a psychological sense. Because in psychology, it's just, it is an interesting film, and how all the emotions, joy, sadness, anger, fear, disgust, envy, embarrassment, and there's one other one I can't place the name of right now, but I love these films, dude. Inside Out 2 was freaking phenomenal. I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch it. I need to rewatch Inside Out 2, even though I just technically watched it for the first time a few hours ago. It's so fascinating. It is so good. Like, I'm not gonna spoil it. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. If you haven't watched it, it's on Disney Plus. Go watch both of the Inside Out films. Go watch both of the Inside Out films. They're so good. I love the characters. I love the metaphors and the jokes and all that. It's so good. Go watch it. Leave the stream right now. Leave the stream right now and go watch it. I do not care. You need to go watch it. It is phenomenal. What is my favorite color? Purple. But yeah, guys, yeah, it is phenomenal. Just go watch the films if you haven't. It's so good. You see, because guys, I talk about a lot of stuff. I talk about a lot of stuff, guys. I talk about a lot of stuff on here. I talk about a lot of stuff on here. I talk a lot about movies, TV shows, anime, manga, comic books, all that. I also like to get very, very deep on here as well. I like talking about knowledge and the deep meanings of life. What is my favorite? What is my favorite Disney movie? What is my favorite Disney movie? Uh, I, 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 I don't know. I don't know. There's too many to choose from, my dear viewer. There's too many to choose from. Off the top of my head, I would say The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I would say The Hunchback of Notre Dame is good. The Hunchback of Notre Dame is a phenomenal film. But yeah, guys, I really don't know what to talk about this time because because I've done 88 of these, guys. I've done 88 of these. This is episode 89, I believe. So this is very, very interesting, guys. All of this stuff is very, very interesting. And yeah, guys, I want to talk about stuff, but here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. If I can get real with y'all here for just a second. If I can get real with y'all here for just a second. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. But yeah. So yeah, if I can get real with y'all for just a second. So yeah, if I can just get real with y'all here for a second. Yeah, the speech impediment is a nightmare. The speech impediment is a nightmare. What's my daily routine? I'm still trying to figure that out. But yeah, guys, yeah, I talk about a lot of stuff. I've got music up on the channel if you want to go listen to it. I made a song on November 27th. On November 27th, I made a song. It's very, very emotional and very, very good. If y'all could do me a favor and go listen to it. And make sure you read the description, guys. Make sure you read the description of that song. I uploaded it 5 days ago, I think. I think that was 5 days ago I uploaded it. But yeah. No, I do not. Oh, do I like football? I thought you said, hey, do I do football? No, I do not play football, but I do like it. But yeah, guys, I've got a lot of stuff in here. I got a lot of stuff I could talk about. Truly, I have a lot of stuff I could talk about, like anime, manga, comic books, history, mythology, philosophy, etc., etc., etc. November 27th. November 27th. If you go to my channel, crap, my controller died. If you go to my channel, of which I will try to do now, it should, let's see here. It should be, yeah, it's the third song. It's 5 days ago. What's my favorite NFL team? I like football, but I haven't watched it like that, guys. I'm not a huge sport. I'm not a huge sports guy, you know. Though when I was watching football, the NFL, my favorite team was hit the Green Bay Packers. But I don't watch sports like that anymore, guys. I do not watch sports like that anymore. But yeah, guys, I've got so much here to talk about, and it seems like so little time to talk about it. The problem is, guys, I just need to talk. I just need to pick a topic and stick to it. That's always the problem here with these streams, guys. That's always the problem. But I digress. Like, all this stuff is very, very interesting, and just, I've got so much here to say, and just so much here to talk about. Like, I'm a reader and writer, guys. I'm a storyteller. Y'all know this already. And y'all know eventually I'll bring up Tolkien, or Lewis, or the Hobbit, or the Lord of the Rings, or Narnia. Because these are just simply good books, you know. These are just simply good books. Which, Narnia in particular is a very good book. What's my favorite thing to talk about? I'm trying to figure that out, my dear viewer. I'm trying to figure that out. Because right now, I don't know. I need to actually plan these out. Hey, but I don't. These are just my raw, unfiltered thoughts. And somehow I've gained over 300 subscribers. Yes, Narnia is very, very good. It's a language in the wardrobe. Now, C.S. Lewis in particular, was such a profound writer here with those books. Narnia is one of the best book series of all time. Narnia is very, very good. However, I haven't. Okay, I've read it. I've read Narnia, but I haven't read it. I haven't read it in a while. I have not read Narnia in a while. You know. I don't know, dude. I don't know, my dear viewer. I do not know. That's the problem. That's the problem. I'm not bored. I'm not bored, guys. It's not the fact that I've got nothing to talk about or nothing to do. It's the fact I've got too much. I've got too much to talk about. I've got too much to do. So, yeah, guys, that's the problem. I've got too much in here. I've got too much information in here I want to get out to you guys, but I'm not sure how to do all of it at once. And that's my problem. I can't do all of it at once, which actually does suck. Because I could talk to you about anything at this point. I could talk to you about mythology and the messed up origins of Greek or Norse mythology, because to be fair, I've studied Greek mythology for 6 years. I've studied Norse for 2, and one of the biggest lessons I learned studying Greek mythology, one of my biggest mistakes, he was thinking Zeus was a noble and powerful god. Yes, Zeus is a powerful god. He's a powerful god, but he's by no means a noble god. Zeus is an actual scumbag. The king of the gods he's not a good man. He is not a good man at all. Zeus is, how should I say, a very, very, to put it, he's a very, very lecherous man. He's a very, very, how, I don't know how to put it bluntly. He's a scumbag. He sleeps around a lot. He cheats on Hera, of which Hera is the goddess of marriage and family. So you could only imagine the times they have. Like, over half of Olympus, over half, if not all of Olympus, is Zeus's children. That's insane. Of which I've read the Iliad. I've read I've read the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. I've read Homer's Iliad and Odyssey. They're phenomenal books. But it is fascinating, guys. And Hestia's theogony is great as well. And because what what he does, guys, what Hestia does, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name, but what Hestia does is he lays out the entire families of Greek of the he lays out the entire he lays out the entire Hestia's Theogony basically lays out the entire catalog of Olympus. He actually lays out the Olympian family trees, of which is a lot, mind you, a lot. Alright, brother. Have a good night. Do I celebrate Hanukkah? No, I do not. I'm not. No, I do not. I know because of the name, people think I'm Jewish. I'm not. I'm not Jewish. I don't celebrate Hanukkah. Although I do like the song. I do like the song. Oh, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Yes, I know, Kayla, I know. I know I'm late. Bite me. Bite me. I know. I know. I know I'm late with it. I know I'm late. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, guys. We'll go for the hour mark and we'll see what we can hit, you know. We'll see what we can get done. But yeah, guys, I mean, Greek mythology is so messed up. Like, it's one of the most messed up mythologies I've ever read. And to be fair, it's the most popular mythology out of the bunch. Out of the out of the bunch, being followed in second place by Norse mythology. I think the most two studied I think the most two studied mythologies in the world are Greek and Norse. I could be wrong about that, though. I could be wrong about that. So please correct me on that if I'm wrong, guys. Hey, we're talking about mythology right now, but we could be talking about psychology in a little bit. I don't know. Because my mind I can never decide on what to talk about. We talk about everything here, guys. If y'all want to know what the themes are, then just go read the channel description because it is very very long and very 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 annoying. I will grant you that. I am a very very annoying and irritating type of person, but that's because I cannot handle my speech impediment and I have no patience for that, but that's okay. We'll get past that. But yeah, guys, like, you know what? No, I've already talked. I've already talked to. I've already talked it to death. I've already talked you to death about Watchmen and the impact it's had. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I've already talked you to death about Watchmen and Alan Moore and its impact on the comic industry and all that, and Rorschach and Dr. Manhattan and Silk Spectre and Night Owl and Adrian Weiss, aka Ozymandias. Like, I've already talked you to death about Alan Moore and his brilliant, brilliant work. But there's another one I want to bring up. Neil Gaiman, who did who did the Sandman comics. Now these comic books are so good, guys. Uh no, no, Kayla. Ancient Egypt is Egyptian mythology. Okay, basically here, I'll try to explain as best I can, right? I'll I'll try to explain it as as best I can. Different mythologies come from come from come from different places. Different mythologies come from different places. Like Egyptian mythology comes from Egypt. Greek mythology comes from Greece. Norse mythology comes from Norway, etc., etc. All you gotta do is just look at a map. All you gotta do is just look at a map, and you'll find everything out and all that. You'll, in, in other words, if you don't know about mythology, I would learn a bit of history, because history and mythology kind of go hand in hand. So, so yeah. All right, all right, Kayla. I'll see you later. But yeah, guys, all you gotta do is just do a bit of history, and the mythology it will it will follow suit. Because guys, here's the example, right? Roman mythology, Roman mythology, and Roman mythos is just Greek mythology reskinned, right? Like, let's take Mars. For example, Mars is the god of rage and anger, when in actuality, Mars is just the Roman name for Ares, of which, like I said, the Roman pantheon is just the Greek pantheon renamed. Because Rome conquered Greece. Just give me a second, guys. I gotta, I gotta, I gotta deal with my nose. Allergies, they suck. I hate it. Ah, I hate my allergies, dear God. Ah, oh, boy, I hate my allergies, dude. They suck. They suck, dude. I hate my allergies. Why does my body gotta do this to me? But yeah, guys, I've I've got a lot of stuff here to talk about, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the stream has been very, very Hello, my dear viewer. I'm sorry, guys, that the stream has been very, very chaotic. It's been very, very nonsensical. It's been very, very off topic, because I don't know what I want to talk about, guys. I've tried, I've tried talking about a lot of stuff on the channel, and I failed, because this is not okay. It's okay. No, it's not. I hold myself to a high standard, and I want to reach it for Christ's sakes. But hey, but I can't. And like, it's just, oh, dude. Oh God, I don't know what to do, guys. Like, every time I do one of these guys, I'm like, it always seems to be like this. I, s- I, s- I start off good. I start off good. Hey, the middle portion sucks, and the ending is kind of good. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, why can't I just articulate my thoughts in the way I want to? Well, why can't I be clear, guys? Maybe that's because I need to start writing it. Maybe that's because I need to start writing and all that. Maybe that's because I need to start writing. Even though, guys, I've already done that. I've already done that. I am a reader and writer. I've written thousands upon thousands of stories. I've published none of them, though. The first two stories that I will publish are coming out next year. The White Knight and Ogre's 8. Both of these stories are going to be one chapter, 20 pages, 4 to 6 panels per page. I'm a anime I'm a anime and manga nerd. I love this type of storytelling. It's good. It's phenomenal in my opinion. So yeah, I love Dragon Ball, Bleach, One Piece, Black Clover, Full Metal Alchemist. I love all of that, guys. I love this type of storytelling, and I want to do it myself. Although there's a question that comes up all the time. There's a question that must come up all the time. Is it manga? Is it anime if it is not from Japan? Yes, it is. Just go look at Apple Black or Clock Striker. Now, those two stories, guys, those two stories are from a company called Saturday AM. My ear itches, darn it. But yeah, so those two stories I just mentioned are from a company called Saturday AM. So yeah, Saturday AM is a manga company here in the West that's been going for about 10 years. Also, he you saw my song. Hey, did you read the description? But yeah, guys, like I don't know what to talk about it because I know people are going to see this in post and they're gonna be like, what the is this dude talking about? He's insane, he's crazy, he he looks he looks disheveled, he looks tired, he looks like all this crap. But yeah, guys, we're gonna just ignore all that and we're gonna keep going. Cause honestly, I just, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I just, I mean, I know what I want to do, right? I know what I want to do. I know what I know what I have to do in order to get better at this stuff. Like, I'm just doing this off my phone, guys. I'm just doing this off my phone. Every night, every night, I set up my phone from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Every night. I just I just go live and I do these guys, and honestly, at some points, I don't know why I do them because it seems like nothing of value is actually being said. I just waste your time for an hour straight, and somehow y'all like it. I just don't know what to do, man. That's the problem, though, my guy. That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem. I've always had a problem here with that, guys. I've always had a problem here with hate with the image I have of myself and all that. But that's enough about my personal drama. That is enough about my personal problems. If y'all, because I've never really opened up it to you guys. I've never really opened up to any of you guys. The first time I ever opened up to you guys, it was when I released the song about my grandfather, of which I uploaded 5 days ago. That's the first time I ever opened up to you guys. And just it's just fascinating, right? Like I love history and mythology and philosophy and psychology. I love reading Nietzsche and Jung and all these other people. Excuse me. And all these other people, right? Like I've read The Hunger Games by Susan Collins. I've read The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, Paradise. Well, I'll get into that in a bit. I've read The Hunger Games, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, 1984. I've read Paradise Lost, by John Milton. Paradise Lost is Paradise Lost is a phenomenal book. Now, John Milton does something here that I think is so profound. He paints it as a tragedy of which it is, of what happens to Adam and Eve. However, we know what happens eventually, right? Eventually, eventually the serpent comes and tricks Eve into eating the apple, and they fall and are cast out of Eden. It's a phenomenal story. I love Paradise Lost. But there's also a part 2 to that. There's also a part 2 to John Milton's Paradise Lost called Paradise Regained. Paradise Regained is basically Satan in the desert trying to tempt Jesus for 40 days and nights. It's a phenomenal story, guys. John Milton, he was a genius. He was trying to where do you get the time? Because I don't have the time. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, my dear viewer? Like, I do these for an hour straight, guys. I do these for an hour straight. Like, I'm, and once again, guys, I'm sorry if you're watching this in post and everything's all quiet and all that. But right now, I'm just talking in a chat. Right now, I'm just talking in a chat, and that's okay, hopefully. But yeah, like, anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained by John Milton. John Milton is a phenomenal writer, and it's just amazing, right? It is amazing of what he was able to accomplish and do. If you haven't read Paradise Lost, just please go read Paradise Lost and Regained, because both of those stories are phenomenal. And guys, I've read other stuff. I've read the Bible, clearly. It's a good book. It's a phenomenal book. I've read the A Commedia. I've read Dante's A Commedia. Now, Dante's A Divine Comedy, Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso. These are phenomenal books. These are very, very good books, although they are very, very complicated books. This trilogy is. This trilogy is a very, very complex text, and it's very hard to read. And it's very, very hard to read, guys. The Divine Comedy Hey, the Divine Comedy is one of the hardest books I've ever read. That's because it's in that old English. It's in that old English Shakespearean type of language. Hey, with all the these and thous and all that stuff. Also, guys, I'm a huge fan of. I am a. I'm a huge fan of William Shakespeare. I'm a huge fan I'm a huge fan of Shakespeare. I love Romeo and Juliet. I love Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Macbeth, The Tempest. I love all those plays, guys. Now, Shakespeare, he was a good author. He was a good writer. Of which Romeo and Juliet is a very good book. Like, it's just, oh, dude. I don't know what to say, man. I guess my mind is too jumbled, and I want to talk about certain stuff, but can I? Is the question. Like, guys. Like sometimes I just think like I hop on here, and I just talk about nothing. I just waste you guys' time. Like all of this stuff, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I really don't. I'm just a man just sitting in his room, just talking in front of a camera, and just trying to get this. I mean, at some points, it feels like a drag, but once I get that passion back, once I get the passion back, once I find that topic I'm interested in, I stick with it. Like, man, like like cartoons, movies, TV shows, all that stuff, guys. I love all of that. Like one of the greatest TV shows of all time. One of the greatest TV shows. Who's my favorite character in Dragon Ball? Goku. Son Goku is my favorite character in Dragon Ball. You know what? Let's talk about Dragon Ball here because why not? Let's talk about Dragon Ball considering. Let's talk about Dragon Ball. Let's talk about Dragon Ball here because why not? Dragon Ball is my favorite anime of all time, particularly Dragon Ball Z. Now, considering that the author Akira Toriyama passed away March, I believe I think he passed away on March 1st. Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, Toriyama. Rest in peace, Toriyama Sensei. You will be missed, and you will be missed dearly, because Dragon Ball was a good show, and Dragon Ball was a phenomenal story at that. The Dragon Ball narrative and the story of Son Goku is very, very inspiring. It's very, very just hopeful, because Akira Toriyama did phenomenal work with Son Goku and all that and all those guys and that lovely cast of characters. Also, the story that inspired Dragon Ball, the story of Sun Wukong, the story of Journey to the West. Now, Journey to the West is a phenomenal story, and there would be no Dragon Ball. There would be no Dragon Ball here without Journey to the West. Of which that is very, very true, I might add. Without Journey to the West, we would not have Dragon Ball. That's just a fact. Which, like I said, Dragon Ball has some of the most iconic moments in all of anime. Dragon Ball is one of the most, if not the most popular anime in the world, I would say, besides One Piece. But yeah, Dragon Ball is a phenomenal story. Very, very good. I take a lot. Well, I don't take inspiration from it from Dragon Ball in particular, but it is a very, very good story. Like the story of Son Goku of hard work, overcoming hard work. What is the main message of Dragon Ball? I believe it is this. No, no, he wouldn't. No, he would not. As much as I love Goku, as much as I love Goku, Sun Wukong would probably beat him. Sun Wukong, he would probably beat he would probably beat Goku. Now, I don't know that for a fact, but based off of the original story, Sun Wukong, he the Monkey King, Sun Wukong, or translate Wukong to Japanese. If you translate Sun Wukong to Japanese, guess what you get? Guess what you get if you translate Sun Wukong into Japanese? That's right, Son Goku. So, Wukong in Japanese literally translates to Goku. But yeah, guys, it's very, very interesting just to tell you all this stuff, guys. And granted, most of y'all probably already know this, but I'm just trying to reach the hour mark at this point here because, as much as I hate to say it, I think I'm running on empty, guys. I don't know why, though. Why am I running on empty? Why am I so boring and dull and just unentertaining? I don't know. I guess I'm having an off night. I don't know, guys. But yeah, I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is one of my favorite stories of all time. And like it has some of the most iconic moments in all of anime. Like the first time Goku goes Super Saiyan, right, against Frieza. Frieza kills Krillin, and Goku goes berserk. Goku goes absolute berserk and just transforms right then and there into Super Saiyan, of which Frieza just can't stop him after that point. Frieza cannot Frieza cannot Frieza cannot stop him at that point. I mean, Frieza's a tyrant who practically committed genocide on the Saiyans. I am a Saiyan raised on Earth. I am the legendary Super Saiyan, Son Goku. Sean Schimmel, by the way, does a phenomenal job as the English VA for, for Goku. I could not imagine anyone else doing the voice of Goku besides Sean. Sean is phenomenal in the role. He also does the voice of King Kai, if you didn't know. But now you do. But I digress, guys. I digress. Like, I just don't know, man. Tonight's an off night, I guess. Like, I mean, I wonder what would happen. I'm very, very curious. And who knows, maybe I'll do this one day. Maybe I will do this one day. Yes, I do know what Blue Lock is. I liked it. It's a good anime, but it's okay. Anyways, guys, maybe I'll do this one one day, but not anytime soon. Maybe I'll just start up one of these. I'll start up a stream. I'll start up a come show with your boy, and for an hour straight, I will not say a word. I'll just sit here in silence. I will sit here in silence for a come show with your boy, just to just to test if people watch afterwards. I'm not for sure. It's been a while since I've watched it. I would have to refresh myself on the anime, but yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm not sure if y'all actually like that or not, though. If I just sat here for an hour straight and not said a word, like that would be awkward. That would be so freaking awkward if I just sat here for an hour straight and didn't say a word. But who knows? Maybe one day I'll do it just to see if people watch afterwards. I mean, it'd be a better stream here than everything I've done this far. Because this far, all 89 episodes this far, because this is episode 89, I've done 88 of these guys. And every episode this far has been incoherent, nonsensical, babbly, stuttery, and just tripping over my words and all that, even though I can't help that because I've got a speech impediment. Like, I don't know. I do not know. Like, man, I just need to stop complaining is what it is. I need just to entertain you guys, huh? I just need to entertain you guys and not lay out my personal problems anymore. Of which I'll do that, guys. I'll do that. But who knows? Maybe y'all want to hear about the personal stuff. I don't know. But guys, I don't know what it is, man. I'm just having an off night tonight. I guess I'm just not all there. I guess I'm not just. I guess I'm just like. I guess I'm just not all there. Not all in it tonight. Yes, you must be happy. No, my dear viewer, no, that is wrong. That is wrong. And this is why Inside Out, this is why both Pixar films are phenomenal. You see, guys, now that we got a topic here to talk about, I'm interested again, I'm engaged again. Happiness is not the ultimate end goal, though. Okay, the pursuit of happiness is a good thing, although it's not a lasting thing, okay, because happiness is just a feeling. Feelings fade. This is why both of Disney and Pixar's Inside Out films are so good. This is why Riley and the emotions are so good. Because in the first film, guys, in the first film, there's a lot of good scenes and there's a lot of good emotion, funny enough. So, in the first film, we have 5 core emotions: joy, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear. So, Joy tries to keep Riley happy all throughout the film. She wants her happy all the time. She does not let the emotions, she, she does not let any of the other emotions do anything. Well, she does. Actually, I'm wrong about that. I'm 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 wrong about that, guys. She does let all the other emotions work, but she never lets sadness work because she doesn't want Riley to be sad. She doesn't want Riley to feel sad and all that, guys. I'm sorry, I can't get my thoughts together. I cannot articulate myself in the way I want to. So yeah. But in the in the in the film, guys, Riley's mostly happy. Joy controls Riley for the most part. And at the end of the film, she comes to realize that joy can come from sadness. That 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 sadness can come from joy, and these emotions work off of each other in such a profound way. At the end of the film, here we actually see memories here with the mixed emotions like joy and anger, fear and disgust. It's such a profound film, guys. And the second film is even more profound because in the first film, Riley is 11 years old. She's a preteen, and in the second film, she's a teenager and going through puberty and all that, and the body changes and all that. And it's such a profound film, guys. Both of these films are so profound because they deal with emotions in such a good and careful way. And strategic way at that. You see what I mean, guys? Do you see what I mean? I've got the fire back. I've got the passion back. Now we doing something. Now we talking, ain't we? Now we talking, ain't we? You see, guys, that's how fast, right? That's how fast it can go from boring, dull, and monotonous to energetic, happy, and hyped. Like that is very, very just interesting, guys. It's interesting on how fast I can just swap, just to go from low energy to high energy, just like that. What is my favorite movie? My what is my favorite movie? My dear viewer asked. So, my dear viewer, my favorite movie of all time is The Shawshank Redemption. It's a phenomenal film starring Tim Robinson and Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman is my favorite actor of all time. Now, The Shawshank Redemption is a phenomenal film. It's also the film, hey, The Shawshank Redemption is also the film that turned Morgan Freeman into Mr. Narration, because who's the first person you think of hey, when you hear Mr. Narration? It's either Morgan Freeman or James Earl Jones. By the way, rest in peace, James Earl Jones. He passed away on September 9th. He passed away on September 9th of this year. Rest in peace to the GOAT. Rest in peace to Mufasa. And rest in peace, Darth Vader. Phenomenal actor. Rest easy now. Rest easy now. But yeah, guys, yeah. So Shawshank Redemption is my favorite movie of all time. However, let's get back to Inside Out, because Inside Out is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant film. I I love the way that in the first film, once sadness and joy are out of headquarters, it's just up to fear, disgust, and anger to control Riley's emotions. And there's a lot of stuff happening in the film that the that causes Riley to not be happy. Which means Joy is not the one controlling her. Joy is not the main one in control, which is fascinating, guys. It's so complex, and I know I'm explaining it in the most boring, dull, and I'm not very educated on this stuff yet. But I just love the complexity of it all. I love the complexity of it all. Plus, in Inside Out 2, Riley's a teenager, which means that she's feeling all these different emotions, right? Envy, anxiety, embarrassment, and all these other feelings, guys. So, I'm not gonna no, I'm not gonna go into spoilers, guys. I'm not gonna go into spoilers for Inside Out 2 just if you haven't watched it, please do, because I finally watched it today. I finally watched the second Inside Out film. It is so good. Go watch it. It's on Disney Plus. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Like, it is really, really good. It's really, it's really, really emotional, and it captures the feeling, it captures the feelings, the anxieties, the fears, and the just overall weirdness of being a teenager, I guess. Because I myself was a teenager at one point, and I remember those fears and anxieties. It was it was super, super just interesting and enthralling, you know. Now, Kingdom of Heaven, that's a good film. That is a very good film, my dear viewer. That's a very, very good film. But back to Inside Out. Guys, I cannot tell you, I cannot give these films enough praise. Inside Out and its sequel are phenomenal films. Truly. Like, I mean, truly, right? I love these films. They're so good. I need to buy them on DVD, or no, scratch that. I need to buy them on Blu-ray. I need to buy these films on Blu-ray because these films are important. These films are psychologically important and fascinating and interesting, and they're just, oh, it's so good. I love these films. I cannot say enough good things about these films. It's like Hey with Wally. Hey with Wally, I cannot say enough good things about that film and its deeper themes, and particularly its theme on human connection, and how the humans have become so reliant on technology that they're practically doing what me and you are doing right now. I am on a screen and you are somewhere watching me right now. You are somewhere on your phone or on another device watching me right now. We're not actually face to face. We're not actually in the same room, and and that's the problem in Wally, guys. That's the problem in Wally, and that's what Wally tackles. But here's the difference, guys. Here's the difference. In Wally, in the film, the humans are right next to each other. They are literally side by side. The humans in Wally are side by side and are face to face with one another and still talking to each other through a screen. That is incredible, guys. That is truly remarkable in all the wrong ways. It is just amazing of how Wally captures that detachment from actual conversation, from actual connection. It is just so, so good. I do not get into that stuff. I do not get involved in politics. I stay far, far away from that stuff. I do not get involved in it. I do not get involved into politics. I don't like researching that stuff. I don't I don't like that stuff. I don't like the political stuff, man. But yeah, guys, just these films are so, so profound and so good. Like, there's a lot of films I could break down on the channel if y'all want to see it. That is, if y'all want to see it, I can break it down. If you guys, like, I've tried breaking down Wally. I've tried breaking down Inside Out and it. Okay, I've tried breaking down Wall-E and Inside Out. I would have to watch the sequel a bit more time, a few more times though. I would have to watch Inside Out 2 a few more times to truly analyze it and dissect it. Of which I will. I'm going to. Just give me time, guys, because I've done a lot of stuff. I've done a lot of stuff. What do you mean it was a test? Good, it was a test. What do you mean by that, my dear viewer? But yeah, guys, this has been a interesting stream to say the least. I mean, guys, just please, 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 if you haven't done it already, please just go to Disney Plus and check out these films because they're so good. These films are fascinating on a deeper level. You see, here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. A lot of people think these films are made for kids, of which do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong, they are. They are made for kids. But some of the deepest themes and lessons are in kids' films. Like Wall-E, like Wall-E, like Inside Out. I mean, like all this stuff is just interesting, guys, and there's a lot of good lessons in these films, guys, like here with Wall-E and Inside Out and Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon and all these films, guys. All these films have deeper meanings and messages behind them. Here we have hit the hour mark, guys. Here we have hit that hour mark. So here we have hit the hour mark, guys. And with that, I am outie. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. Turn on all post notifications. So that we never miss a video and you'll be notified. You'll be notified. Upload. And with that, guys, I am outie. I love you guys and thank you guys.